Greetings, African enthusiasts. I've been so busy working on this campaign at the Fayette County Democratic office, the headquarters in Fayetteville, Georgia. We've had a lot of challenges. I don't know about you. Have you been watching the debates and everything that's happening? I've had some serious conversation. I'm troubled by this most recent development through the Board of Education with their ideologies about slavery. Now, the issue is, or the point that they're making is slavery wasn't so bad. At least they had a place to sleep. And I'm saying to them that if slavery wasn't so bad, what about the Barbary pirate slave trade when you were slaves before the transatlantic slave trade? So, if we want to push education agendas and curriculum and paint a perfect picture for history, let's just paint the real history. So there's a lot of momentum going on. You know, I left Africa from a state, moving to Africa, returned to the United States through DC, and I've had issues with getting a driver's license. And now that it's time to vote, there's an issue with real ID. Sometimes when if you've gotten a real ID, they will put an alert on your driver's license. I wasn't aware of it, so I wasn't able to get my driver's record in order to make sure I get a new state driver's license and to be able to register on time to vote. But thank goodness today I've heard from the DMV and we're fast on it. So hopefully next week my issues will be resolved and I'll be walking into voter registration with a new ID, registering for the state of Georgia to be able to vote. But that's just some of the things that are taking place with voter registration concerns, also the different types of agendas and narratives that are taking place. As you can see, Kamala Harris is making huge strides on the campaign. She's received an enormous amount of money. Billionaires from across the United States have really made huge contributions to her campaign, 9 million on down. So she's got a lot of millionaires and billionaires contributing to her campaign. So the three things that Kamala Harris stands for in this election, she's talking about freedom, opportunity, and justice. And I find value in that because I have advocated for over 30 years for the same thing. No justice, no peace. And that's literally where we are. So I've been a social justice advocate before I even knew what it was because of my parents. So I've been hardcore to the facts of creating positive change for African Americans and marginalized groups. And when I say African Americans, I'm talking about the indigenous Americans, those people who were the original, and we come from the lightest hue to the darkest hue. So I'm not going to lump everybody in one box and say that they're all African because that's just not necessarily true. Although mankind originated in Africa, we all have different types of nomenclature. And so that's where we are today. And she's pushing that freedom, opportunity, and justice. And so justice covers a lot. And so we need to look at the implications of where we will be without it. So I don't think we can afford not to be engaged in policy on this level. Now, if you're not for Kamala Harris, perhaps you're a Republican and you're standing on the other side. But I know that it's important for us to let our voices be heard. And as you can see, there are Republicans now who are switching parties and are now saying they are dropping Trump. They voted for Trump twice and now they voted for Kamala Harris because there's a huge engine that's driving this campaign. And the reality of it is, people are sick and tired of all the back and forth, of all the disrespect, of all the lack of togetherness. I think people just want to move on and have some quality of life and be able to enjoy themselves. So that's where we are today. There's a couple of things going on. You'll find some Democratic campaign headquarters are different groups that are having parties. There's the upcoming watch night and debate, which is going to be on the 10th of September. And so you might want to look in your local areas to see if they're having any debate watch night. And then also in Georgia, Fayetteville, we're having a meet and greet on the 7th, this Saturday at the Depot. So you'll find all candidates, Democratic candidates, not all, but those who can come out will be at the meet and greet. So if you want an opportunity to meet public servants and figure out what platform they're running on, that's a good time to get connected with your community, to understand the momentum behind a political party and to be able to engage on a different level. Now, I've had the opportunity this week to meet some amazing women. One of them runs her own practice and she's doing beautiful things in the area of mental health. And the second one is doing some credentialing behind mental health. But these are some powerful women making beautiful strides towards change and also empowerment. So wherever you are and whatever you think is your purpose or your best fit of where you can get in, now is the opportunity to be more of an expression, a self-expression of love, a self-expression of togetherness. And it's an opportunity for us to create the space we need for change. Now, if we're waiting for somebody else to be the agent for change, it will never happen. So we're going to have to step up to the plate and become the change we want to see. So I'm excited about that. I did want to just come on and let you know that I'm still here, but I've been so busy with this campaign and in the community. This is where I'm stuck. I haven't forgot about the things that are happening with President Chahore. It is just amazing. He's doing some great things, from energy to power to now having his own rights to his gold mine. So President Chahore is not playing around. And then following closely is the Senegalese president, young man, 30 some years old, 35, 34. He's doing an amazing, amazing, amazing thing for Senegal. So I am going to play catch up perhaps this weekend. I'm going to sit down and try to air out some things to bring you up to date. And what I'd really like to do is tie it into our election so that you can understand the policies and the dynamics that's taking place. It's an exciting thing. I'm learning something new every day. I am growing. My mind is being opened to new realities for us, which is amazing. I just wanted to greet you, Africa enthusiasts, and to let you know I really miss you, and I hope that you'll keep paying attention to my channel, watching, subscribing, and liking, and understand that this is an election period and that I am working for the Democratic campaign headquarters. So I am collaborating with them, doing the best that I can. But I wanted to reach out to let you know that you certainly are missed. I actually miss doing these YouTube videos this week. I didn't put one out this week. This is the first one. So please forgive me. I hope you're doing well. Hope you're enjoying life. There's a huge word we were talking about today, and I know you heard it. Ubuntu. I am because we are. I am because you are. And I really appreciate you for being who you were called to be. Thank you so much, Africa enthusiasts. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button, and share. And if you're voting, make sure you get out and register to vote. Thank you so much. Be well.